Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free and the
It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Gordon is the 2, with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Asik patrol the paint. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's a 2-pointer from Walker. That's good on the jump shot. Walker's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Hornets. And here's Evans. Pulls up on the elbow. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Al Jefferson last season posting about 22 points and 11 boards. Still not selected as an all-star. And when you think about it, Big Al undoubtedly one of the most productive players never to receive an all-star nod.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist following the shot by Evans. And Asik sends it back. Wow! The drive by Gordon. Passes it to Holiday. First quarter, just over a minute played. Holiday left side. Clock at 6. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Holiday against Walker. Holiday with it. Davis with a screen on Walker. And here's Gordon from outside. Good D by Stevenson. And Jefferson, a terrific locker room presence, leading the Bobcats back to the playoffs, Clark, for the second time in franchise history.
Yeah, they run their whole offense through him, and with good reason, Kevin. He's not just their scoring leader. He's also, as you indicated, their leader, period.
He's easygoing. He's friendly.
Yep, and he gets other guys to toe the line.
And the basket by Stevenson.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Pelicans still look like they're getting going. Searching for their first points of the game. Asik with it. Jefferson is right there. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Clock at 6. Here's Gordon. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Now here's Stevenson. Shoots a fader. Shot's good by Jefferson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Davis with a screen on Walker. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Evans against Kid Gilchrist. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. And it's Evans missing. Hornets leading by 5. Stevenson right side. Up top, Walker. Guarded by Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Kid Gilchrist against Evans. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now here's Walker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Holiday, and he gets the bucket.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Walker the pass to Stevenson. No good on the triple. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Ryan Anderson out there with Salmons, and it's Rivers. Then it's Omer Usher, and it's Fredette in at the 2 spot.
Bismack Biyombo, the former number 7 pick overall in 2011, played a career low in minutes last season, but he was more efficient with his minutes. A rising shot blocker and rebounder off the bench.
Here's Biyombo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Roberts. That one a little long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And for Biyombo last season, Clark, a career high from the field.
But Kevin, his turnovers have gotten worse season after season. That's where he's got to make some improvement. It's one thing to be limited offensively, but you got to take care of the pumpkin.
Here's Salmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Salmons got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pelicans. And Roberts kicks to Henderson. He feeds it to Zeller. Stolen by Anderson. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Neal. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Roberts dishes to Henderson. Shoots. Pelicans with the rebound. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Salmons. That one wide left.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
There's Neal with the 3. That's good. Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open. Well, you know, the Bobcats, after 10 seasons, are changing their name to the Hornets, reclaiming the name of the original Charlotte franchise back from 1988 to 2002.
Lonley's checked in for Biyombo. And New Orleans also making a change. Smith checked in for Jimmer Fredette. Smith for 3. And that one's good.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3. And for the Hornets, there was broad-based support for the name change. 80% of the fans supported it, even a rise in ticket sales with the announcement.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, incredibly, Anthony Davis, one of the league's rangiest big men, and it's rumored that he's still growing. Asked about it, Davis joked, "I hope not. I don't want to be 7 feet. It just sounds weird, but if I grow, I can't help it." He does, however, want to get stronger, though. Now up over 240 pounds, he's putting in work in the weight room. Sounds like trouble for the competition, Kevin.
That should help him hold his own inside, Doris. Thanks. And for this rebranded Charlotte team, the hope is they can channel some of the success the Hornets enjoyed through the 80s, Clark, and 90s.
Yeah, Kevin, competitively and financially. Remember, the rebranding effort cost north of $4 million with new signage and court resurfacing, a lot of fresh purple and teal paint around Time Warner Cable Arena.
Here's Rivers following the bucket by the Hornets. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 6. Smith kicks to Salmons. Tries from 16, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson is checked in for Cody Zeller. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Gerald Henderson. And Stevenson's checked in for Gary Neal. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. New Orleans also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Usher. Evans comes in for John Salmons. And it's Drew Holiday in for Rivers. Holiday, the pass to Evans. To the middle, Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Vonleh. Walker's got his second basket.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Pelicans trailed by 5.
Well, Noah Vonleh steadily climbed draft boards last season at Indiana. A long, athletic big man who also demonstrated college three-point range. It's a rare commodity, highly valued at the NBA level.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. MKG and Marvin Williams holding down the forward spots. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 spot. And most scout conversations about Noah Vonleh start with his physical gifts. The kid's 6'10". He has a 7'4" arm span. The second biggest hands ever measured at the combine. I didn't think I knew that. Almost a foot across.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Look at
either.
that,
But
a foot
Kenny,
across.
but the real issue is that he can play. I mean, all of those measurables are nice, but this guy, he's a good rebounder. He's got a nice touch, and he can put it on the floor a little bit. So this is a guy that has tremendous potential, Kevin.
And he gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Walker dishes to Stevenson. Outside, Walker. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Jefferson. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
2 on the clock. And here's Stevenson for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Gordon the pass to Davis. Back to Gordon. New Orleans moving it around. Right side, Gordon. Rejected by Walker. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Jefferson dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Kicks it to Walker. Shot on the wing. Here's Jefferson. Tries yet again. And it's blocked by Ashik. They retain possession.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too. Omer Ashik is a great defensive presence, but his offensive game still a little raw, has a way to go there. He's limited mostly to finishes right at the rim, and for his role, as limited as it is, I think he turns it over too much.
Stevenson drives in. Stolen by Gordon. Powered down with both hands.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Stevenson. Second chance shot. And Ashik sends it back. Wow. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Here's Ashik. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. And for Ashik, talking about developing his touch in his hands, is that something, Steve, that big man can really develop at this point in their career?
Oh, sure, no problem. I mean, most of it is mental, Kevin. I think you improve naturally with all the practice that you take in terms of your shooting, your repetition. But a lot of it is mental, and if you can get past that mental block, yeah, sure, a big guy can become a much better foul shooter.
So they take the lead. Smith's got 5 points so far.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Here's Neal. Walker with a clean look. Good as the jump shot falls. He has 6. So it's the Pelicans now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. And here's Fredette. Here's Anderson. Let's quickly have a look at the State Farm assist of the game, which came, Steve, from kind of an unlikely source here.
Yes, the big fella here doing his best impression of a point guard, serving up a brilliant feed here. That's gorgeous.
So it's the Hornets now. It's a 1-point game. So for New Orleans right now, Anderson and Davis, they're in the middle. Smith is out there with Jimmer Fredette. And it's Salmons in at the small forward position. Stevenson passes to Neal. Back to Stevenson. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Neal. Baseline J on the way. The shot no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Fredette dishes to Smith. Davis setting the pick for Smith. Pass to Fredette. Back to Smith. Feeds it to Fredette. In the corner, Smith with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
Some changes for New Orleans. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Salmons. Gordon comes in for Fredette. And it's Drew Holiday in for Smith. Walker against Holiday. And Walker kicks to Neal. Back to Walker. Stevenson inside the three-point line. Yep, right through the net. Stevenson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Charlotte. Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Evans. Gordon goes in, and he gets it to go.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now, go take it. Kevin?
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. On the wing, Evans. He's guarded by Stevenson.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Now, we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Williams comes in for Zoe. And it's Kid Gilchrist in for Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker's checked in for Charlotte. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Holiday, the pass to Evans. Dishes to Usher. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Walker dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Jefferson, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jefferson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Holiday. Soft touch off the glass.
Or getting the ball inside like that, close to the rim. That is the key during crunch time.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. The dish to Stevenson. Right side to Walker. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The drive by Gordon. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Boy, that was a big shot.
And that one just flattened this crowd, Kevin.
Man, nothing you can do as a fan after a shot like that. Just shake your head.
Now, here's Stevenson. Over to the left wing. Holiday against Walker. Money!
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
"12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Money! And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
Going to the line, Kemba Walker.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Here comes Drew Holiday. Shoots a fader. The shot misses. Here's Williams. And so it's Charlotte with the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.